Historical critical thinking, all about the discussion of various writings and from ancient time, in Jewish time and in Christians. Its primary goals is to discover the primitive or original meaning of its original historical text. More on it's all about a bibliography, or what they call a literal sense or sensus literal historicus. It is to seek to establish a reconstruction of the historical situation of the author and the recipients of the text. And also, it's about an ancient text used in religion study and where it is applied in the Bible, and the phrase used is the higher criticism. The historical study that can be either critical or non-critical, and a critical study that can be historical or non-historical also. And it also suggests the terms historical critical method. It's an awkward hybrid and might be better be avoided, which means we don't really need to apply it. And this examines the text, its historical origins, such as the time and the place in which the text was written, its sources, and also the events, the dates, the persons, the place, things, and the customs. For the primordial, as a belief of gods and goddesses, the deities from the first generations, moreover, these deities represented as the fundamental forces and the physical foundations of the world, and generally and not actively in worshipped, as they are just a representation from its places and also in names, which were named after them, remember? And those primordial beings is the first and most powerful beings, forces, and entities to exist. And any kind of supernatural creatures, demons, and earth. And also what they call in ancient time Turok hands, or the angles and the multiverse itself. Thus, the primordial god in Greek myths is chaos. Gods and goddesses emerge. It has been fully formed at creation in the earth, just like the sea, the air, the sky, fresh water, underworld, darkness, night, light, or the procreation and the time. For the third one, we have the Freudianism. Freudianism comes from the name of the psychologist Sigmund Freud. It explains the theories of psychosexual development. He uses the Greek myths, that is the story of Oedipus, which includes human sexual activity, and on killing its close relatives. Just like what Oedipus did, he killed his father and to marry his mother. For the fourth one, we have a Euhemerism. From the world Euhemerus, an ancient mythographer, where his most important work is Hiera Anagraphy, or the sacred inscription. His work were combined into elements of fictional, political, and utopianism, and also the theology, and later attempt to religion. Fashionable among the church fathers, the religious teachers of the early church, like that. And as an account of paganism or the pagan, it is used as a technique adapted to the synthesis of philosophical and popular religions, and also an approach of interpretation of myths and accounts where it is presumed to have originated for real historical people or the events. It is where retelling, the accumulating elaborations, and the alteration that reflect our culture expectations. It forged a new method of interpretation from contemporary religious beliefs.